Go. Let's take this one for a road test. This is cold start. No, that's pretty good. Today we've got this VZ Thunder, came into us essentially with a camshaft and a full exhaust system already running like that. We've been through, we changed the camshaft. It was a fairly large overlap camshaft, not making huge horsepower but running pretty lumpy. We needed to go through and get that camshaft to suit the supercharger and also to make it so it was going to be better for the engine, last longer, pass emissions, all that sort of thing. So essentially we've gone through and changed the camshaft. We've then fitted a full Harrop supercharger system, the 2300 Eaton Harrop supercharger. With this one's ready to go a fair bit further later on, but it's been set up right now already with an 8 rib on the front and a Gilmer on the rear. We've also fitted a twin pump fuel system, so on the back of the car or underneath the tray is a twin 044 fuel pump with a 3 litre swirl pot or surge tank, and then it's got essentially all the twin lines coming up to the engine, so it's all plumbed to go to be very safe at this sort of power level but also capable of going further. It already has inch 7/8 and twin 3-inch DeFilippo exhaust system on it. And then we've basically been through and completely tuned it. We also upgraded to dual valve springs. It only had single valve springs in it. We upgraded to dual valve springs and we run one of our large air cleaners with a pod air cleaner in the shroud over the side of the engine bay. So over the graph, you'll see where we started from. It was, like I said, fairly large overlap camshaft, and you can see down the bottom a little bit lumpy and bumpy. It wasn't huge horsepower, but it wasn't bad horsepower. At the 423 was its maximum power. As you can see, we've just lifted to the 607 rear wheel horsepower with an increase right across the range. Nice, a bit nicer through the mid-range, so there's more of a torque curve there, so there's nice power through the mid-range, and we're obviously starting right back down at 1500 revs. We've got double the horsepower there. You come up to around the 2000 revs, we're over double the horsepower. Up here at around 4000 revs, we're just a little bit under double the horsepower, so there's just huge increases right across the range. Got it running nice and safe in the 12s, and this thing is running, we're finishing, it's got around the 12 pounds of boost in the middle at 4000 revs, which is probably a little bit excessive. I've got the timing fair a little bit more than normally run on a standard engine, but it's the nature of how this engine's accepting the boost. We're coming back down to 10 pounds up here at the at 6500, so it's right on about the safe place, and good horsepower, maximum horsepower to be nice and safe on 98 fuel running on the L98 engine. That's a quick little road test in this supercharged 6 litre Thunder Ute, and as you can see, it needs a bit better rubber. Thanks for coming for a ride.